Well, good morning, everyone. We're going to do a cooking show with Gigi. All right, so I'm going to make blueberry muffins today, and I have all my things kind of ready to go. So I'm going to add together my dry ingredients. So we have 3/4 cup of white sugar, granulated sugar. And we're going to need 2 cups of flour that I have right here. Actually, I didn't get the flour measured out yet, but that's okay. We can talk a little bit. It's another beautiful day here in Indiana. I was outside this morning. It was a little cool, but it's supposed to get up in the 70s. I think it said 77, which will be perfect pickleball weather, haha. Do have a league tonight, and that's always kind of fun. Get my exercise, see lots of friends. Always a fun thing to do. I've been having a lot of fun doing my little cooking show. I hope everybody's enjoying it. I hope you're watching and you're subscribing and help me grow more friends and people to watch. There's 2 cups of flour with the sugar. Now, I need 1 tablespoon of baking powder. That right there. That will make your muffins fluff up really nice, but you don't want to get too much. Don't want them to run over. Okay, we need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, and that looks like that's all of the dry ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and stir all those together, make sure they're mixed up good. Now, I'm going to add to that my softened butter, one stick, which is 1/2 cup of softened butter, full butter. We don't want the fake stuff. We want the good stuff. I'm going to sort of put that in there, mush it around a little bit. Some recipes will tell you to melt your butter, but this recipe says no, just put it in soft. So we're going to get it all mixed around in our flour, sugar, that type of thing. We're going to use 2 eggs, and they need to be room temperature. So I didn't have them at room temperature, so I took some hot water and just set them down in the hot water for a little bit to help them kind of come to room temperature. Okay, so I have the eggs ready. We're going to need 1/2 cup of whole milk. Not your milk, and you need about 1.5 cups of your blueberries. So these blueberries, they are frozen. You can use fresh or frozen. These were some blueberries that were purchased at the 218 market and frozen. And I think I told you all how to do that before, where you just wash them and dry them good, put them on a cookie sheet, put them in the freezer, let them freeze most of the way, and then you put them in your bag, and then when you're ready to use them, they're loose in the bag, and you can just pour out the amount you need, close the bag up, put it back. Okay, so we have the butter pretty much incorporated into our flour now. So I'm going to go with the rest of the wet ingredients, and I have that 1/2 cup of milk, and I have my 2 eggs, room temperature. Put those in. We're going to have a teaspoon of vanilla. Since I can't find my teaspoon, I'll put in 2 half teaspoons. It's right here. And our vanilla. All right, so we've got our wet ingredients added to the flour. We're going to stir that around good. If you like blueberry muffins, these are really good. I'll be right back with you. So keep in mind when you're stirring up your batter for your muffins, you don't want to over stir your batter. So if you still see a little flour, that's okay. You want tender muffins. You don't want them to be stirred too hard. All right, it looks like I have added everything except for my blueberries. And when you do that, you just want to fold them in. I have my blueberries ready to go here. And I'm just gonna kind of fold them into the batter. You don't want to mush them up too much. Just get them in the batter a couple times and we're good. All right. Now, I have my muffin tins. You can use the little papers if you want. I never do. I just spray my muffin pan really well with Pam, and they seem like they come out pretty good. I do have the oven set at 400 degrees, so it's pretty much hot and ready to go. See, I'm getting these covered real good with Pam. I wish I had been the one to invent Pam. I'd be rich. Okay. I'm gonna grab a couple things and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my blueberry batter, muffin batter all mixed up. I'm going to start putting it into my muffin tins. So one thing you have to have, at least I have to have when I'm baking, is I have to have my little rubber spatula. It's so helpful. So you just kind of guess how much you want in there. When you get them all filled up, if you have extra, you just add it until you get it all looking pretty equal, ready to go. Of course, when you eat these blueberry muffins, you need a little bit of butter as far as I'm concerned. Softened butter to put on top of your muffin. Boy, that's good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna finish putting all the batter in the muffin tins and I'll be right back. Okay, so I do have all of my blueberry batter into my muffin tins and it made 12 blueberry muffins. Now I'm gonna do something a little special for the top of these. I have 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of flour, and 2 tablespoons of butter that's cold. And I'm gonna go ahead and kind of mix that together, cut the butter into the flour and the sugar. It's gonna be a streusel to put on top of these muffins. It just kind of gives them a nice crunchy, sweeter taste. When you're eating it, you can, so it's called streusel. So we're gonna get that all cut together. As you can see, I'm using this cutter, to cut it in. You can use a knife to do this, but it takes longer. You can also use your fingers to kind of get it in. Sometimes that's a little bit easier too. So I'm gonna take a minute and get this ready and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm using my hands and really trying to get this butter and flour and sugar so that it's very fine crumbs, kind of like sand. And I think I have it just about ready to go. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sprinkle a little on top of each one of the muffins. It's called a streusel. Now, this muffin recipe, you could use chocolate chips and leave the blueberries out. You could do about anything you would like to with it. I like to take different recipes and change it up a little bit. Okay, I think I have this ready to go. Let's sprinkle just a little on top of the muffins as we just sprinkling a little bit on top, like so. A little bit on each one. Gives it just a little bit of something special. Doggies are getting worked up about something over there. That's all right. Usually Bella's barking too, so I know how that goes. Bella actually went to be groomed today, so she should look pretty the next time I do a video at home. I'll have to show you how cute she looks. All right, I just about have these ready to go. My oven has been preheated to 400 degrees. It takes about 20 minutes, I believe. I'll double check the time on that and let you know for sure when I come back and show you the finished product. Now, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to take a bite of these muffins because these are not for me. I usually try to show you how they taste and tell you how they taste, but I have had them before and they are good. But I'm making this for a client today and I don't want to eat their food because, you know, the more that they'll have. Okay, so that's how it looks once you get the crumbs on top of your batter for your blueberry muffins. I'm ready to put it in the oven. We'll be back in a minute. Well, everybody, take a look at these streusel blueberry muffins. Whoa. I wish you could smell them. And they puffed up so beautifully. I'm pretty excited. I will take just a little bitty taste of one so I can at least tell you how they are. They're still kind of hot. I'm going to take a little bit off of this. I'm going to let them cool before I start taking them out of the actual pan, but I'm going to take a little piece of this muffin. It's nice and hot. And I have a little butter right here because like I told you, you have to have butter on your blueberry muffin. It's just yummy. Can't go wrong. I'll let that cool just a little bit. But I just want you to take a look at these muffins again. Blueberry streusel muffins. So good, and the smell knocks your socks off. All right, let's see how it looks here. Let me try it. Wow. Fluffy. I didn't overwork the batter. You just stir it up a little. You don't want to overdo it. Wow. Yummy. Blueberry streusel muffins. Cooking with Gigi once again. Okay, everyone. Have a great day. It's beautiful in Indiana. Remember, plain talk is easy understood, but you can be kind.